LaJoie ran just 4 races in 2025 and spent most of the year without a ride. Now, RFK Racing just handed him the iconic number 99 for the Daytona 500, but there's a massive catch. This is an open entry with no guaranteed spot in the race. LaJoie has to qualify his way in, or he's going home empty-handed. The NASCAR world is divided on whether this is genius or a mistake, and we're about to find out which one it is. Let's start with what makes this number so special. The number 99 isn't just any random number for RFK Racing. This was the foundation of their success for nearly 2 decades. From 1996 through 2014, that number was on track every single week. And it didn't just show up. It won races, a lot of them. Jeff Burton was the first driver to make the 99 famous at Roush Racing, piloting it from 1996 to 2004. During those 9 seasons, Burton took that car to victory lane 17 times. Then Carl Edwards took over in 2005 and added another 23 wins before the number was retired after the 2014 season. That's 40 total Cup Series victories over 19 consecutive years. The number 99 was synonymous with winning at what was then Roush Fenway Racing. After RFK stopped using it, the number eventually landed at Trackhouse Racing with Daniel Suarez, who ran it for the past 5 seasons and won twice. But now that Suarez has moved to Spire Motorsports for 2026, the door opened for RFK to bring their number back home, and they're doing it at the biggest race of the year. The announcement came through a slick social media post from RFK Racing on Tuesday afternoon. A 4th car has entered the chat they wrote, revealing that Trimble would sponsor the car and Corey LaJoie would be behind the wheel for the February 15th season opener. The reaction online was immediate and divided. Some fans are pumped about the nostalgia of seeing that 99 back on an RFK car. Others questioned whether LaJoie was the right choice, with some harsh comments calling it a waste of a seat when younger talent could have gotten the opportunity. But here's the thing about Corey LaJoie that a lot of casual fans might not realize. This guy can wheel it at superspeedway tracks. Look at the numbers. LaJoie has 11 career top 10 finishes in the Cup Series, and 9 of them came at Daytona, Talladega, or Atlanta. That's not a coincidence. That's a pattern of excellence at tracks where drafting and positioning matter most. His best Daytona 500 result was 4th place in 2024 when he drove the number 7 Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. He also scored top 10s in the Great American Race in 2020 and 2021. Last year's race was particularly painful for him. LaJoie was running in the top 5 with the checkered flag in sight when he got collected in the massive last lap wreck that took out half the lead pack. He had a legitimate shot at winning before it all went sideways. This context matters because RFK Racing didn't just pick someone random for this ride. They picked someone with a proven track record at superspeedway racing, someone who knows how to be in position when it counts. And perhaps more importantly, someone who already has a relationship with the team. LaJoie has been serving as RFK's reserve driver, and he's about to get his first action for them at the Clash at Bowman Gray Stadium on February 1st. He's filling in for Brad Keselowski, who broke his leg in a skiing accident during the offseason and is still recovering. The fact that RFK trusted LaJoie to sub for their driver and co-owner at the Clash shows they have confidence in him. Now they're giving him an even bigger opportunity 2 weeks later at Daytona. For LaJoie personally, this has to feel like vindication after a brutal 2025 season. He ran just 4 Cup Series races last year with Rick Ware Racing. His best finish was 22nd in the Daytona 500. He spent most of the year on the sidelines, watching from home while his peers competed week after week. That's the kind of year that can break a driver's spirit or make them hungry to prove they still belong. LaJoie clearly falls into the latter category. In the official press release, LaJoie said this is a dream come true to get an opportunity with RFK Racing at the Daytona 500. He called it without a doubt the best car and opportunity he's had at Daytona. That's not just corporate speak. This is a legitimate shot with a top-tier team and 3 talented teammates to work with on the track. Those teammates are Brad Keselowski, Chris Buescher, and Ryan Preece. Keselowski is expected to be fully recovered and back in the number 6 for Daytona. Buescher and Preece both had solid 2025 seasons and know how to compete at superspeedways. Having 4 cars gives RFK a significant advantage in terms of strategy and execution. Brad Keselowski explained the reasoning in the announcement. He said from a competition standpoint, having a 4th car gives them and Ford Racing a better chance to win the Daytona 500. It's not just about adding another entry. Superspeedway racing is about cooperation, and having an additional car allows them to be more effective in forming drafting alliances, controlling lanes, and putting themselves in position when it matters most. This strategy makes perfect sense when you understand modern superspeedway racing. These races are won and lost based on which manufacturer can work together most effectively in the closing laps. Having 4 RFK Fords running up front instead of 3 means more flexibility to make moves, block for teammates, and control the race. It also means Ford as a whole has another ally on track alongside Team Penske and the other Ford teams. RFK President Chip Bowers echoed this sentiment, saying Daytona is the one race where preparation and teamwork are amplified. He noted that LaJoie's familiarity with their systems and people, combined with Trimble's collaboration, allows them to be bold, aggressive, and committed. This is a well-planned extension of their overall Daytona strategy. Speaking of Trimble, their expanded involvement is a significant part of this story. The technology company sponsored just 4 RFK races in 2025. For 2026, they're jumping to 11 races across all 3 full-time cars, plus LaJoie's Daytona entry. That's nearly triple their previous commitment. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. The number 99 is an open entry, meaning it doesn't have a charter guaranteeing it a spot in the race. LaJoie will have to qualify his way into the Daytona 500 field, either by being the fastest open car in single-car qualifying on February 11th, or by finishing well enough in one of the 2 dual races on February 12th. This adds another layer of pressure and drama to the whole situation. LaJoie has 276 Cup Series starts and 9 previous Daytona 500 attempts under his belt. He's 34 years old from Concord, North Carolina, and he's getting what might be his best shot at a first career Cup Series victory. Only 9 drivers in history have won their first Cup race at Daytona. LaJoie is trying to become number 10. The 68th running of the Daytona 500 is scheduled for Sunday, February 15th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Speedweeks kicks off 2 weeks earlier with the Clash at Bowman Gray, where we'll get our first look at LaJoie and RFK colors. Then qualifying happens on the 11th, followed by the duels on the 12th. By the time the green flag drops on the 500, we'll know whether the number 99 made the show and what kind of speed LaJoie has. This is shaping up to be one of the better storylines heading into Daytona. The return of an iconic number, a driver looking for redemption, a team with a smart strategic plan, and the wide-open nature of superspeedway racing where anything can happen. Whether you're rooting for LaJoie or not, you have to admit this makes the race more interesting.